Hello there, I am Uko and this is 1Q Food Platter. Today we are going to be looking at breakfast, typical Nigerian breakfast. I know that a lot of adults do not really take breakfast, particularly those of us living in big cities. We rush off in the morning and then have something small in the office, lunch, dinner, and then we're back. But did you know that breakfast is actually the most important meal of the day? You know what this means? Particularly for those of us who are pretty sedentary, it's important that you eat breakfast because then your lunch will be smaller and your dinner would not be a big bowl of pounded yam because your tummy has been filled in the morning. So what this does is it helps you to control your calories throughout the day. So today it is egg stew and yam that we are cooking. I have already cooking here my yam. I think it's actually almost ready. And the point is, when you're boiling yam and you're short of time, cut it in smaller cubes and the yam gets to cook pretty fast. So we'll get to start our egg stew. Before I do that, let me just put on and heat the frying pan because this is going to be pretty quick and breezy. So what do we need? We need onion, we need tomatoes, some pepper. I added green pepper, that's my choice, but these three are the basics: onion, tomato, and pepper. And I also added my own twist, which is the curry leaves. It brings something else, you know, to your egg stew. And didn't we say it was egg stew? So there has to be egg, of course. And then you can always add some salt, some seasoning, and you fry all in vegetable oil. So our pan has been heating up for some time, and I'll add some oil. You know, depending on what you want to use your egg stew for. If it's for bread, I'll use much less oil. If it's for yam, I'll use a little bit more oil because, you know, I'm looking for something to dip the yam into. So I add a little bit of oil there, maybe about 2-3 cooking spoons. That's what I have here because I have quite a bit of onion and tomato and pepper to fry in this. So I'm just waiting for that to heat up a bit as a way of trying. I put the first one. Of course, it's not hot yet. So anyway, I think the first onion is frying. So I just add the rest and allow to fry. You know, the combination of pepper, tomato, onion also is your choice. You know, if you like it more oniony, yes. For me, you trust me, I would always have a little bit more pepper than most people. And I am aware that for some people, the chunks of the vegetables are cut big. For some people, it's cut small. And for some others, actually, they use stew for this tomato stew, which is you make your stew and then just put the stew, beat the egg and add. But I think that we need, I want to make it a bit special, which is cooking really from scratch. And that's why I'm going this way. So whilst that is going on, I add my pepper. I might not really add all of that because I think it will be a bit too much. And then add the tomatoes. We allow this to cook and cook down, you know, so that the vegetable is well cooked, and then we would add the eggs at the end. But before then, let me just add some seasoning, some bouillon cube. I'm using a chicken bouillon cube, some salt, a little bit more, and allow that to cook down until the vegetable is soft, and then the egg would go in. Because I've added my seasoning, I need to stir to make sure that everything blends properly. So whilst waiting, let me break some eggs, which I'll use. The question is, how much egg should I break into this? Well, again, it's your choice. I would say if you have a bit of cholesterol issue, then don't use too much egg. Okay, so I add the curry leaves. Like I said, this is my choice actually. wash and pick and add. It adds flavor. Some people prefer to add curry and thyme, but I just like, you know, the aroma of curry leaf for a change. And lastly, I add the green pepper also. See, with the green pepper, I'm not going to allow it to overcook. So once I add the green pepper, the eggs will go in. So I've lowered the heat because now I want it to cook gently. Isn't that gorgeous? The color, the texture, it's amazing. You know, you also would like that the egg starts to set before you know, scramble it, because you also want chunks of eggs in the egg stew. So you gently move it from side to side, allowing it to set. If you go on mixing everything, yes, you'll eat it, but not quite as appealing. So we allow that to cook and set, and we'll come back and serve up. My yam, I'm sure, is actually ready. I'll check that now. Yeah, that's ready. I mean, no doubt about it. It's soft. You know, this is the time of year, you know, I like to eat yam. Usually, I like to eat yam between November and May, June, because then the yam is soft. When you cook, it's soft and it's tasty. By July, the yam is so hard, you know, it's difficult to cook. And before then, whilst the new yam is on, it's not so tasty. So this is the time I like to eat yam, which is, like I said, between June and, sorry, November the previous year and June. Okay, so this is ready. I turn off the heat and dish up. I don't know what you're seeing, but what I'm seeing here is some really nice, gorgeous egg stew, or egg sauce as people call it. So just one piece for me. I take that, and this is how it's done. You have your egg. You make sure that you have everything in that egg. And like I said, this is why you need some oil, just to be able to dip your yam. So you go like this. This yam is really nice, because for me, I like when the yam is soft on the outside, but no, not so hard on the inside, but something for me to chew on the inside. So I take my egg, take some yam. Lovely, lovely. I'll go back to that. So that has been our offering for today. Egg stew and boiled yam. You have to try this. But again, I want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we have loads and loads of recipes coming your way. You don't want to be bored with the same old same. So try our recipes, subscribe, and you get notified when we have new recipes. Follow us on our Facebook, our website. Loads of recipes await you there. And of course, follow my journey with food on Instagram. Bye for now.